G'day truckers. This time on the Iron Empire, we're going to fire up the big C15 International Harvester. Woo! Today the plan is to do a bit of a tidy up at my block, shift a few cars around the place, and that includes the International. I've had this thing for a couple of years and it does run and drive. Well, we'll see if it still runs and drives. So yeah, we're going to throw a bit of fuel in it, battery action, and see what can happen. So let's get into it. Now it's real bloody windy up the block today, so please bear with me with that. Pretty much I have a lot of things here, as you may know from other episodes. So there's going to be a lot of shifting cars and a lot of moving junk around. That obviously includes firing up the International and hopefully going for a bit of a spin in it just to warm it up. And any cars that run, I'm going to try and move under their own power. What don't, I'll have to tow them around. But yeah, see how we go today. All right, first things first, I'm going to fire up the VG. Now, yes, the diff is still blown, so I can't move it, but why not fire it up anyway? And I know winter's not too far off and it's still sitting in the weather, but it won't be for long, so please don't get angry at me. And when you're firing up a car that's been sitting for a long time, please do yourself a favor and fill the bowls with petrol. Otherwise the fuel pump just won't pick up anyway and you'll kill your battery doing it. How good does an old school V8 sound? Alright, next up is the bump side. This thing has driven before, so I should be able to actually drive this out from where it is, which will give me some room. So let's do that now. Oh. Electronic fuel pump. This is handy. I remember that. Attempt to lift the AU with this forklift. Attempt. Bloody farmers, rough as guts. Dent my quarter panels.
You worried about the panels on this one? Pretty shiny, really pretty straight. Heavier than you think. 1800 kilos.
Unfortunately, this is a Series 3 XR8, but it's already trashed, so what do you do? pushing an AU from the headlight and it hasn't even broken. Ridiculous. Bit more. Bam. All right, I'm driving the bump side for the first time since the first F-truck video, and so far so good. The clutch is knackered, the throttle's knackered, the ignition's knackered, but it's driving. Now I have to try reverse. Not good. The clutch is knackered because I'm fully in, I'm still moving. So I think I needed a bit of adjustment here, but beats pushing it. This thing actually runs pretty good. Really good. Well, I ended up running out of daylight last night, but we did get a heap done. I got heaps of cars shifted. There's 3 vehicles here that are ready to go to elsewhere. They're going to different places for different reasons. And now it's time to finally get into this International. So I've got a fresh battery there. I've got some fresh fuel. So we'll see how we go. What? This thing's been sitting for like 2 years and that battery's still kind of working. That's amazing. And the hot tip to fill up your carby through the breather hole, I usually use the lid of an aerosol can. They've got like a little breather in the top. So I fill that up with a bit of fuel and then let that drain down like a nice little stream into there. She got plenty of oil. Still got water. Let's kick her in the guts. Woo. Definitely likes the choke. It's probably fair, it's been sitting for 2 years. I'm going to throw some jump leads on it in case it wants some more engine RPM, because it doesn't seem to be picking any fuel up. Definitely spinning quicker. I think I just need to try and get this choke sorted. Definitely doesn't want to hold it completely shut. I'm a bit skeptical about how much fuel it's actually getting as well. It's not firing, and I don't think it's going to pick up any fuel unless it runs. So I've unplugged it at the carby here. I really don't want to cut this factory line, so I'm going to try and find another one. I've got a feeling that there was some junk over here when I was sorting out the F100 parts. I reckon there's a fuel line, so hopefully it's the right thread. We'll see how we go. that I set that up. Alright, I can run that into the carby now, and I'm going to get a little bit of hose off of one of the other cars and grab the little electronic fuel pump that's on the bump side, and we'll just temporarily rig that up just so I can get some fresh fuel in here, because otherwise it's probably not going to suck up from the tank, and it's probably crap fuel anyway. Freshly harvested from the paddock of doom. Now that should be good to go. I've got positive to the ignition coil plus, and the negative going to the rock cover bare metal. Lovely. Fresh fuel. I'll sit that safely next to the fan. I'll test this out. The big rig! Love this thing. Now I'm only on idle because, like I said, the carby's a bit hang on. And obviously I'm losing water, so I'm literally just going to go one spin around this block, as in my block, and then park her up. It's not too bad. That's a pretty successful day for the International. I'm pretty happy with that. I actually bought this thing from a family friend, Bob, down the southeast. He bought it from either an auction, like a farm auction, or a yard sale or something like that. It's actually an ex-SA water vehicle, so it was used as a service vehicle of some sort. It's actually a C1510, which I'm not really sure what that means, but maybe some international truck guys might be able to help me with that. I do actually want to do a little bit more with this truck. Initially, the plan was to extend the tray and give it like a beaver tail so I can use it as a car hauler. Whether I'd still do that or not, I'm unsure. So at the moment, it's just getting parked up again. But I will tinker with it. I think I might put maybe like a carby kit through it, and I've got to sort the brakes out. So realistically, for registration, all it needs is the brakes done and a fresh set of tires. So Yeah, that's the International. All that's left for me to do today is to shift one more Falcon. That's also a driver. It's been a while since that's been driven as well, but that should fire up and then park him up, and that should be it for the day. Yeah. This is one of my XBs. It's apparently got a 351 in it, irrelevant of the red rocker covers, which usually indicates 302. The best thing on this car is the 750 double pumper, which come off my Dodge. And I have had it driving. It doesn't run great, but it does run. It's got one flat wheel, so one flat tire. So the plan is to try and get it to run. And if it does, I'll swap the wheel over for one with some air in it, and then I'll just maybe go for a quick paddock bash and then park her up. All right, got the battery in. Just got to drop some fuel in. And I've put a bit of fuel in the bowl already. There we go. Alright, this shouldn't be far off running anyway. I want some choke, but I ain't got one. It's not bad. I think it's running on about 3.5 cylinders, but it should be enough to move it. I definitely need some transmission fluid. She was smoking a little bit, so I'll come back up on the weekend, bring some transmission fluid, and just because I can. But basically I got it where I want it, so that's good. Alright, well that's it for this episode of the Iron Empire. Stay tuned, because I will probably be doing some upgrades on this thing, so you will see that in an upcoming episode. And as I suggested in the last video, I do have T-shirts now, so I've been selling a few of those. Anyone who's picked one up already, greatly appreciated, like over the moon with the response I've had so far. So if anyone wants tea, you can jump on to my online store. I'll have the link below, and any support is huge. So thanks again, guys. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and check out all my videos that I already have. Cheers, guys.